Fly nigga, yeah. Hard nigga.
All right, welcome everybody to Bedtime Bitchin with Roxxy Haze, the podcast. I am your host, Roxxy Haze, and today I am joined by my homie, gamer, content creator, all around dope motherfucker, Miss Game Queen.
Howdy.
Ah,
Really need to get some sound. Oof.
ooh, purr, 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 purr,
How did the instrument
purr.
even just come from the gym?
We just all tired.
Like,
We are done.
you're
That's
here.
enough. And today, I'm excited because this is something me and GQ talk about like probably every day. One of our favorite movies, Chipmunk Adventure.
Yes.
It is
I mean,
one of
so many
the best
quotables.
movies. Miss Miller. David, are you drunk? Like, I think on a daily basis, I just randomly quote Chipmunk
I
Adventure
do.
at least 12 times. What's
I feel
your
like
favorite
people
quote?
think I'm like crazy because they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, I just assume like
What you about?
everybody on the same thing just because I'm doing it. I'm like, what you? But I mean, come on. Like,
Yeah, why have
you know?
y'all not? If you have not seen Adventure, you're asleep.
Ooh,
You're asleep,
yeah.
and
I mean,
it
come on
is.
to my
It
house.
is. Come on to my house,
My
my house.
house.
I'm gonna give you candy.
candy.
It is great. All right, so I'm gonna do a little facts. I said that's something I'm gonna try to start doing for this upcoming group of
You gotta
podcasts I'm
teach 'em.
recording. Just a little bit. So the Chipmunk Adventure came out in '87. This is Wikipedia. So by a little facts, I mean reading the Wikipedia page. It was written by them people that write all the other
Wow.
Chipmunk stuff. I'm not about to read all of that. Main thing is it came out in '87 and it made $6.8 million in the box office. The box office, is that a hit in '87? Was that a hit?
I mean, it's gotta. For
I
an
feel that's
animated
a lot
cartoon,
of money.
I feel that it is.
Yeah, it got a 6.6. Y'all sleep.
I mean, you see 6.6. I see what out of a 10 rating.
Yeah.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
7.1 over here.
Yo, what you looking at? I need that in my life.
I'm looking at IMDb.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 75, and then an average rating of 6.6. Y'all sleep. It's a 10 out of 10. 10
I don't
out
know
of 10.
if they were doing it like how we, eventually they do. Like, is this like you listening to the music? Like,
Yo, you're not, because that's the best part. Legit is the movie. The music. The music is dope. Okay, it's the best part of the movie. Just honestly, you don't watch Chipmunks Adventure for the plot. It's chipmunks running around.
Yeah, God forbid you actually looked at the concept of that. My sister, she was like, "So wait a minute, we've been watching these chipmunks and they're like the size of children, and no one found a problem." And I'm like, "Look, it was the '80s, granted.
Nobody. Our parents just used to let us drink out the hose and stuff. Nobody cared. Yeah, we probably should talk about the plot. So the plot of Chipmunks Adventure is the chipmunks and the chipettes are chilling in a restaurant, and there's an arcade game in there where they're playing a hot air balloon, and these two diamond thieves are like, yo, y'all see them kids over there? Let's have them smuggle our diamonds so that we don't get caught. So they put these children in hot air balloons and give them destinations to have them drop off diamonds and money around the world, and whoever gets back first is supposed to get $100,000, which is not even that much money. This is not even that much money to be risking your fucking life. And like by around the world, I'm not like, oh, they're going to Seattle and New York. No, they were going to Moscow. They were going to Rome.
They literally have a song about it.
Ain't don't you know that we're off to see the world? We're off to find our dreams. For $100K, you almost killed 6 children for $100K. And do you think they were ever going to get them that money? I don't think they were.
Bruh, they were probably like 6 children, 6 chipmunks. I think we're good.
Let's get them out of there. The B story is Dave was going on a business trip. So he brought in the babysitter, who was Miss Miller, who we will get to later because she's the star of the movie. But yeah, every city they had like a song. It is a dope movie. The animation is great. Like I like that older animation. It just like looks more fluid. It's prettier. It looks nice.
Yeah,
It's a good movie.
they had
It's
11 solid tracks.
11 solid tracks is
Hmm.
crazy. It is fucking crazy. So we're actually gonna get into let's start off bad. Our three least favorite characters. So we'll go back and forth with our three least favorite characters. These are the characters who we don't like personally. I always like to put this like, this is who we don't like. I don't give a fuck who you don't like. We're like, that's my favorite. That's great. I didn't have you as a guest. So these are my personal least favorite.
Shut up.
Yeah, shit up. It may not be like, oh, they were the worst character in the movie. These are the characters that I hate. Okay, I do not like these characters. I'll go first. And the first one, starting off, the Arabian Prince. I hate that little shit. I tried to look up his name, and his name is just the Arabian Prince. Like, he does not have a name. And side note, he was voiced by Nancy Cartwright, who does Bart Simpson. That's so crazy.
But what is a twerp?
What is a twerp? I hate him because he like essentially was sexually harassing Brittany.
Yeah.
He was like, "You're gonna marry me right now, you other child."
You one of
my wives. One of his
Yeah.
wives. Like,
Yeah, because that's the whole thing is that like he was going against what the deal was anyway. He's like, I don't answer to Jamal. I want. Like,
so he was spoiled ass brat. That's not what we told you to do. And part two is spoiler alert. Jamal turned out to be the police. So he was telling the police he was not gonna do what they said. Why could he do that? Because he's the prince and it was his country. Like, he was basically like, fuck Jamal. This child that came over here with me, and I'm also a child, we're getting married. I will say the marriage did make for one of the best songs in the movie. That's one of my favorite songs. Honey, I see thing, and you look so fine. They were trying to get away from these snakes.
And the cutest outfits.
The fits were cute. We might have to do that.
I saw those. I was like, well, y'all got some fire fits. It's nice.
y'all might not have needed that 100K that bad. But yeah, the fits were fire. The song is dope, but I fucking hate him because he tried to kidnap Brittany, and then his other sisters was gonna be what? Just the concubines? They was just gonna be vibing? Like, what were they there for? Make them dress up.
You know what the other part about that I didn't even think about, like, I was thinking about like characters. I'm like, he didn't even register to me. But the other part about that makes him probably, if you start thinking about almost the worst, he was the reason why thank God they got there. But the penguin.
Yeah.
I was like, the penguin was like,
he sure did kidnap that penguin.
And he was just like,
up there getting sick.
Bruh, because he was in that heat.
Wait, do the cough again.
It was so sad. I was like, he was like, because what, they were in Arabia or whatever, and it was just like hot as all get down. You took a penguin from
a whole penguin that had his little necklace on. Who gave that penguin a necklace? But anyway, the penguin had a necklace on with his mama. And clearly he don't want to live with you. Who's taking pictures and cut the heart out to put it in his locket but his fucking penguin? So that means a human did it. So the human was like, damn, you ain't gonna see your mama no more. Let's get this picture in. Here you go. Here's a fucking locket. Had him on just out there hot than a bitch. They found him some ice and took him back home, which also gave us a sad fucking song.
Oh my God. Hate that song. It's a pretty song, but it even as a kid, I'm like, this is sad.
This is very sad. And mom was not around, so I used to be like, fast forward. I don't want to see that sad hot air balloon shit.
And that was another thing. Because of this kid, they end up losing what is it, Brittany? She's like that. Remember when they were trying to throw the stuff off?
Oh yeah.
And if you're just like, that happens to be my favorite dress, Jeanette.
Like, and that shit just floating through the wind.
So they lost all their clothes. I was like, oh, as a kid, I couldn't stand. I'm like, so y'all just, this is all y'all got now. Oh,
this is what's happening. This is how we living. Y'all out here dust bucketed up because of this shit. Okay, we hate him. We hate him. The Arabian Prince, least favorite. What about you? You're. I guess it don't have to be in order. I do like to go.
Yeah, I mean, I would honestly, I don't think I had 3, but like thinking about that penguin, that he's the same now for me. Like, no, he's one of those.
You
one of
hate the penguin? Oh.
No, because it was like what he did with the penguin. It was just like, oh my god,
yeah,
like
Jamal's on your list now. Oh no, he's not Jamal. I'm sorry, the
the
Arabian
prince.
Prince is on your list.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you there. The one I was thinking of, like, even though like he gave like for funny lines that I just found, I don't know, whatever. The way he was, it worked, but it just like I just was annoyed by him. Klaus. Like,
Klaus, I knew it.
oh
She said the
my
way he talked,
god,
he was such a dick. And then he used
he
to
was.
abuse that dog. You remember? Like
Yes,
he treated that dog like shit.
Sophie.
Sophie flipped
She's
her
like,
little
play
thing
with
over.
him, Klaus. He was like, he's like, he's like, he's like,
These
he
are
was
my
thinking
socks.
yeah, he was like, what is it? Cut your socks.
Socks.
He's like, Klaus, heel.
Heel. Yeah, he was annoying as far as villains go. He was just like a kiss ass to his sister. He didn't really have a backbone. He just was
he didn't. It was
a
like
creep.
it was. He was doing a lot. It was just like because even when he introduced them himself or both of them to the kids, he was just like, he's like, we're very rich and very bored. So I'm like,
okay, just
okay,
gonna shit in these kids' face. You see, they up
right.
there playing
I'm like,
these penny slots. They don't have no
yeah,
money.
bruh, them kids that was the closest they could get is just literally playing that goddamn game to go around the world.
And he was like, child trafficking, sure.
Right. Why not? You don't know how much money you have to go and make dolls that look like the kids that you are having traffic this stuff, and then like and to fill dolls with diamonds and cash. Who's stitching all these things together?
And I didn't understand, like, were they switching them out? Were some people getting the diamonds, some people were getting the money? Because
I think what did the girls say when they found that out when they did the whole thing with the penguin? It's just like the girls were filled with diamonds.
The boys had money. So like were people were they dropping off the diamonds and then the other people were filling up? Because it's I remember them picking up, like they picked up a Jeanette doll. I don't know. I think they was just cheating.
I think because remember they each had their own route. So for them, like for the girls, like the boys were filled with cash and then the girls were filled with diamonds. And I think that was the opposite for the boys since they both had different routes. But either way, the thought of this is wild.
Yeah, it's like, what are y'all doing? That's so much. And once again, that's millions of dollars then. And you're giving these kids $100,000.
Diamonds and dolls?
And diamonds.
Remember when they went to Mexico and they were just throwing that doll around?
Yo, that's what. Man,
Simon was.
Yo, he was hitting that.
Hey, he like them thick.
He was on that booty. So I agree, Klaus is an asshole, and then he doesn't add that much to the story. It seemed like Claudio was kind of running the show. He was just kind of there. He was just clearly there. Little brother.
And that was my other problem. Like I felt that when he was in the pool, that little Speedo.
That little Speedo was terrible.
Was very inappropriate. I was just like, I didn't need this.
We don't need to see this at all.
Another reason why I didn't like that man. But yes, I had to throw that in. I was like, and I was mad.
I hate your fit too. Everything, I love it. That's a solid pick. All right, my second least favorite, because we went third. My third one at the top was the Arabian Prince. My second one, this might be controversial. I don't like Britney. Not a fan.
She was a brat. She was doing
She's
a
fucking brat. She's a fucking annoying, obnoxious brat. Just based off this list, I don't like bratty people, which is funny because I'm a brat. But here's the difference, right? I am I see your face. I am the type of brat. I'm very open with my brattiness. I'm very honest. I'm very straightforward. Like, hey, I want this. And that's it. I don't do all the whining. I hate a whiny. Always telling people what to do. Brittany like shit on her sisters all the time. She used to shit on them all the time. It would be very rare where she would like uplift them and make them feel good about themselves. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we get it. You're the cute one. You little light skinned one. We get it. We got it. But like, you don't have to be a dick.
She didn't believe it. It was just like when they started it. And then poor Jeanette was like, I don't know. I was talking to Simon. And he said, there's a hurricane coming that way. She's like, oh my gosh. She's like, he's getting as bad as Alvin, just lying. And then when she fucked up, then they were just like, okay, well.
You could have fucking killed us, Brittany.
Yeah, she was just like, she's like, Where's the next place on the map? Damn, bitch, you can't even say sorry.
Exactly.
Y'all
For
up there with
almost
afros
killing
now.
us. For killing us. It was just she was always an asshole. And I was even in the cartoon, like she was never my favorite at all. I hate her. I hate her. And her fists weren't even that cute for how she used to be acting. Like, girl, you got on leggings and a tutu. Fucking relax.
You're doing a lot.
You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot. So yeah, that was my least favorite. What second least favorite. What about you?
I'm trying to, because I mean, Brittany did get on my nerves, but it just like I understood the balance that you need in the team. Obviously, with Jeanette being the stressed out one, me, and then and so it just kind of like I get where she balanced, but I think like it was I think it was one of the henchmen, but I guess he wasn't a henchman or whatever.
Was it the alt one?
It was they so they worked for Jamal, but it was literally I think I'm gonna be honest, I think it was both of them. Like I just didn't like the whole time because I thought they were bad. So and so the main one that kind of got my attention was unfortunately it was the black dude when the girls went scuba diving.
No, oh yeah, he was on some creep shit. He was on.
Yeah, it was just like he was hiding around the corners, and then when they were scuba diving, because they almost got ate up by a shark because of this man playing around, and I'm like, bruh, no. I mean, you just was about to drown the children. Like it was just that was the one. I
feel like that you're not being really a good detective. Like I get you were supposed to, but yeah,
it shouldn't have came off that.
There was other ways,
and I think weren't they the ones? Creepy. I think I think they end up pulling up too at the penguin thing because remember I think they were arguing because they're like
they did because that's why they started throwing stuff and then the penguins were throwing snowballs.
Yeah, it was just like for y'all to be supposedly the good guys, y'all were doing a real good job of being bad guys. So them
being
two
really
didn't sit well with me. I'm like, oh, like it didn't change. Like no matter what, every time I watch the movie, I don't ever trigger back to think like, oh no, they're actually good. It's like, no, you guys are villains. Like I don't get it. I don't. No,
you guys are like villains.
So yeah,
me don't like you. You know what? I'm not mad at that. I am not mad at it. All right, you ready for my number one?
Go off.
It's gonna be Alvin. All right, I fucking hate Alvin. I know it's his shit. I know all the movies are his. I fucking hate him for the same reason I hate Brittany. He's an asshole. He's so rude to his brothers. He's so mean. Like I get the balance thing too, because you're the star. I get it, you're the star, but you gotta be a dick about it, Alvin. You gotta be a piece of shit. You guys gotta put people in fucking danger. Miss Brittany in the aspect of like, you don't give a fuck. You don't listen to your siblings. You lied to Miss Miller. You lied to the nicest woman in the world for no reason. Y'all never let Theodore get his fucking couscous. Like, it was always in all the shit. It was always like everybody chasing Alvin and trying to get him to fucking calm down. And as a kid, it's just like, oh, Alvin's so funny. But as an adult now, I would have slapped the fuck out of Alvin. Relax. You little bad shit. Fucking relax. You're not even that cool with your dress on, little motherfucker. You trying to act like you're cool with that fucking mock.
Because was he? No, he was like the average size because Theodore was the shortest. But it seemed like he almost looked like he was the shortest one too. I was like, all right. But
Napoleon complex.
It was I'm like, all right, Alvin. But like literally when you said, Brittany, I was like, you gotta pick Alvin because Alvin's just the male version of Brittany. So it's
exactly. I hate them both. They're fucking dickheads. And together they're the most obnoxious people. I know people like that too. You know, like when you're in group settings, everybody has their different roles. But that person always annoys me because, and I'll probably get to this later, my favorite character, that person's not really ever the leader. They be thinking they're the leader. They have main character syndrome, but like, you're not the leader because we don't respect you. Like when nobody in this group respects you, you're just the loudest. And it just sounds funny, me saying this, because people, my persona, but like, bro, I'll be the leader in a lot of stuff, not because I'm crazy, but I'm fucking work. So like I be getting sick of people not doing the fucking work. It's like, you're not the leader. leader. You just have nicer clothes. You're not the leader, though. You're not the leader.
What was it when they
so
were?
fuck Alvin and Brittany.
What was it when they? I forgot what island they were at when like Theodore ended up being the king of plenty or the prince of plenty.
Oh yeah, I
And,
love that.
and Alvin was just like, he's like, oh, I got this. He's like, I can negotiate this. He's like, you want pretty shoesies? He's like, they'll be pretty in my hands. And then Simon's
And they was like,
way to go. We naked out here.
Now
with
we're tied to
loincloth
these
and ankle
stakes.
bracelets. Like, what the? Like,
what the
way
fuck? And
too good.
I really did like that scene. I almost forgot. There's so much that happens in that fucking movie.
There
all
is,
got
that's what I'm saying. It was a lot. They're traveling.
It's a lot going on. But I like that Theodore was able to get his shine because he never got like Alvin having to, you carry Theodore, you dick. How's that fucking feel, you little shit? I'm really angry. But you you like see how it feels.
Yeah, Alvin had to really be, come up and be like, you know what, hey, but that's my brother. And then they're like, we gotta, just like finally where the attention isn't on you. You're not, you know what I'm saying? So
you get to be we get to see that you're not a terrible person.
With his little belly. He just like, living it
I
up.
like snacks. He was living it up.
And that was the other thing. Then that's what Alvin got upset about too, because he was just like, he's like, oh, because the prince would want who was like wants mushrooms in the middle of the night. I was like, like, I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. Go get my truffles, you little shit.
Yeah, just like, hey, brother. I was like, damn, Theodore. He's just
Let's go, Theodore. Let him know how I feel. So, yeah, my number one least favorite character is Alvin. So, my list was the Arabian Prince, Brittany, and then Alvin. All right. And now for you.
For what? Because I think I did mine. I had the Arabian Prince, and then I had.
Oh, you added him in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was because my main one was Klaus because he was he was the top because he was the one because he was like the main character that you would know and see, so he was pretty much more so the top. Then it was the like I said, the henchman. And then the Arabian Prince, I was just like, you know what? Because I thought about that penguin, I was like, oh,
he was like, fuck you.
Yeah, so those are my three. I was like,
Do you have any honorable mentions? I'm an honorable mention Claudia now that I forgot about her. I hate her guts. She tried to kill those children. But it's funny because she wasn't even in that movie that much. For her to be like the main villain, she wasn't. But you know what made me fucking, now I'm thinking about it, I'm getting mad. We got a call from Miss Miller. And she know that they love her. And she tried to get Miss Miller the fuck up out of here. So fuck you, Claudia, you little piece of shit.
She said, what is their baby sister's name? Oh, yes, Miss Miller. The way she would say
Miss Miller.
And then how she did Mario. She's like, because Mario was on the phone giving the scoop. He's like, look, I got tea. And she's like, oh, Mario, since you like to be on the phone. I'm like,
Mario. I forgot she kidnapped Mario. Inspector Mario. Yo, that shit was crazy. Crazy ass fucking movie. But this is how you know it's crazy. We weren't even mad at the chief that was trying to kill the chipmunks. So much other shit happened. We was like,
it was a lot.
What's sacrifice?
Like, look.
Hey, fuck it. So there we go. We're trying. There's our list. Our next. Now we're gonna do our three favorite characters. This one's gonna be pretty fucking tough. I will go first so that you can go last. Or do you want to go first?
No, you can go.
Okay, I'm gonna start with my number three pick. I'm going Jeanette. I love Jeanette. Honorable mention Simon because those people are the true leader. But I do like Jeanette a little bit more than Simon. Simon can be like extremely annoying sometimes. I feel like Jeanette, Jeanette just be tired. She be trying. She don't really nag. Yeah, she just be like, come on, man, let's just. Brittany, just fuck. Come on, man. Like, and I always like she was nice. She looked cute in her little fit. She be down to dance. Like, even when she was embarrassed with the snakes and stuff, she was like, fuck it, let me get in there. She was getting it.
When she got with it, she was just like, when she started dancing with the one stick, she's like, okay.
She's like, hey, they had to pull her off. Like, Jeanette, chill out. But I always like the characters that, aren't the super duper flashy ones, but, let them get a little shine. So I like Jeanette. She's always there to like help her sisters and stuff. And yeah, that's my dog. I fuck with Jeanette. And one of them again, honorable mention, they're the same person.
Pretty much. Okay.
Your turn.
I think going from the bottom up, my favorites are my little chubby siblings. So I like Theodore and Eleanor. Like Theodore, just because bless his heart, when he was like when Simon was
Oh,
like, he's
that
like, oh,
couscous.
he's like, I can't believe you deceived Miss Miller, Miss Miller for a package of tutti frutti.
Big
Two
fruit, two
packages.
packages. He
He's
was
like,
like, "Yo,
actually,
food."
he
Said,
was
"Mind
he
your
was so
business."
stressed trying to get the little recording going, and he just his little pudgy self. He just wanted. The thing is, he was the one that actually started feeling bad once he realized, like, I don't know. He's like, I have this funny feeling, and it's
We
like it's
shouldn't have
called guilt.
deceived Miss Miller.
And then like Eleanor, she was like always chill. Like she just seemed like the most laid back. Like real talk, if you really
Mm-hmm.
think about it, her personality, I think, is kind of like more so almost like yours. Like regardless, like she was
Mm.
never tripping about anything. She was just
Mm.
like, I never really saw her stressed. It was just like, hey, she was laughing about this and
She's like, "Hey,
whatever
shit
about
going on?
that.
That's crazy."
Yeah, she was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? When she got serious and she did, like, obviously, she was just like, she was the one that, decided to save the little penguin. But I would say that too.
Mm-hmm.
The little, what is it? Little, I don't know, cage or whatever they had the penguin in was
Little
fly
cooler
AF.
thingy. Oh yeah.
I was
Oh
like,
yeah. When the first one, he was in there
yeah,
cute. He was in there
yeah,
cute.
because it was glass and it had like the little pillar. I was like, okay, they put him in a little cute glass tank, but still, regardless, she was just
He
like,
was
but
dying, but it was cute while he.
But they were always chill. I love the way how chill they were. And like I said, and Theodore was just trying to get his couscous and the whole thing. He was just trying to eat the whole time and
My
he just couldn't.
couscous.
So them two, that they were much needed as like I guess you would almost want to say that they're comic relief almost as
Mm-hmm.
an always a consistent, but yeah, them two, bless their hearts. So they were my,
Bless their hearts.
because they were just like, look, they're the ones that just, it is what it is. Let's just have fun. So yeah, they were my, as we go up, like at the bottom of the top three. So I love
The bottom of the top. All right, I'm gonna do my number two. I feel like our number one might be the same. Um,
it.
so we gonna go number two. Uh, Mine is Dave, and solely because he's fine.
Really?
Dave is so
Okay.
fine. You know me, but not just that. Well, Dave is fine, but like the thing is, those kids are adopted, right? He love the shit out of kids. He love the shit
True.
out them chipmunks. He's really, for how hapless he is, because he kind of don't be paying attention sometimes. He really loves them kids. And when something happens with them kids, Dave be going crazy. Remember him when he
Yeah.
thought he heard him and he went up there, he got kicked in the fucking face and knocked down the steps. He
Right.
was like, are those my kids? I know I hear my kids singing. But when
I know I have my
when
kids singing.
when Klaus and Claudia kidnapped them kids, Dave
Bruh.
was like, my boys, they got my
Yeah.
kids. And Inspector
Yeah, he was
Jamal,
tripping.
that whole thing, he be going the fuck off. Dave do not play about them kids. And I love that. I love that he so much about these fucking chipmunks that he found somewhere. Like he
I
do
felt
not play.
I felt bad when like Alvin had played him to try to get him to say all the words so then he could record them.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because it was like 3 o'clock in the morning where Dave was at that time.
Alvin.
And then he was sitting up there. There was by the end of the conversation, David just really started getting into the conversation. He's like, okay, well,
All right, bye
how you guys
bye.
doing? He's like, well, bye bye. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, bye bye.
Bye
He's like,
bye.
oh, right. And
All
I'm
right,
like,
fuck it.
damn,
Bye bye.
you know what I'm saying? Not even talking to Miss Miller. Well, give the boys my love. Why don't you?
What you giving me your love?
Well, are they available?
Available for what?
He's like,
Fucking
this is okay,
solid.
Miss Miller.
All right, Miss Miller, you crazy as fuck. Come on to my house. This the dough on the booty cheeks. We will get to that. Because I already know. All right, who is your number two?
My number two, yeah, it just went kind of out of orders, but my number two is literally like Jeanette and Simon, because they're the most stressed out ones and just trying to keep some kind of standing, because they're always trying to keep everybody balanced. So you got to watch out for the babies, so you got to watch out for Theodore and Eleanor, and then it's like it's me. That's why, because you can't really have that much fun because you're trying to keep everybody safe and keep them from everybody getting in trouble. And then Simon's ass, he didn't want to be a part of this. He's like, come on, Alvin, this is a bad idea. He was like, and then when they were getting in the air balloon, and he's like,
Yo, his little
Alvin's like,
feet was dangling.
yeah. He was like, I don't know, Simon, you might want to get in. He's just like, why didn't I think of that?
Oh, I
Like,
never fucking thought. He's very
he was,
sarcastic.
he
He's funny.
is. Oh, you know what? And it's really, the Simon, he's probably one of my favorites because like I say this shit all the time. Like, so when they were in the air balloon, um, he's like, okay, Alvin, we'll park over there, like near the waterfall. And he's like, oh, so you're getting into it. He's like, I'm just here to make sure we don't get in trouble. It doesn't get any worse than it is. And he's like, okay, by the
That's
waterfall.
you
And then
very
they end up
much.
hitting the tree. And he's like I said, in the tree. So
In
I
the
say,
tree.
I say that all the time, but I'm like, if I think about it, like people have no reference to what that is. Like I'm just like, so if anything goes ass backwards, I'm like I said, in the tree.
In the tree.
So yeah, like Simon's my number two. I say that stuff so much, and he bless his heart.
He just be trying. He just really be just trying to make sure shit goes smooth. And he
Jeanette
never
just looks
can.
stressed. Like she just be like, oh,
She be
'cause
her
she
little
looks so
glasses be
homely.
askew.
Yeah, the glasses just big as hell, and her little messy bun, and her little, and then as big as her little sweater is, she just be out there, socks on loose.
Socks loose as hell. She just be tired. That poor baby. I forgot
She
about
just
them
be trying
loose
to get
ass
by.
socks.
They were. I was just
Motherfucker.
like, God damn, like girl, she just be looking like the most exhausted librarian ever. I was just like, oh, Jeanette. So yeah, but
Somebody
yeah,
help
those
her,
are my number
Jesus.
twos.
Let it go. All right, it is now time for our number one. Because once again, I knew going into this that we were probably gonna have the same number one. Would you like to yell it at the same time?
And a one, and a two, and a three. Miss Miller.
Miss Miller! Miss Miller is the fucking shit. She is the star of the movie. And it's crazy because she's not in the movie that much, but like as soon as she comes in, as soon as you see her with this fucking big poof in the front and this crazy ass makeup, and she's clearly an older lady, but she got this fucking and her hair is like gray, but it's like a purpley gray, and she like boys, but she's just fucking turn it up, and she's just so great.
Like you said, like she's not in there like a big heavy part of the movie, but if you graded it per the amount of lines she has, per how many quotables she has like S plus. Like mainly anytime she was able to say something, it's a quotable.
S plus.
So you know what I'm saying? It's just like that's it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like every time she had to speak, you know her lines. So it's like, yeah. Literally, even from the start of it, she's like, did it have to be Miss Miller, Dave? Boys, we're up here.
Miss Miller, Dave. We're up here. And we keep singing that song because I think it's like that might be my favorite part is the come on to my house. I don't know what she's making. It's just dough. And then she just like slaps her big booty.
Oh, because she was chilling. She's like, the kids is gone. That's what it was. The kids was gone. She chilling. So she's like, I got the house to myself. She said, come on to my house. So she probably almost would have had somebody probably coming over if she wasn't hung up on Dave. But yeah, she was chilling.
Yo, like, and an apricot too.
That was the one. She's like,
she's the best.
Or she'd be like, driving relaxes me. Did you maybe think Dave should drive? No, driving relaxes me.
No, and it's crazy because she actually is the hero of the movie. The police didn't save the chipmunks and chipettes.
No,
she did because she can't fucking drive, and she fucking T-bone on Klaus in her Cadillac, and comes out and she come out yelling like, "What?" She didn't cuss, but she was like, "My car! Look at here! You can't see. Look where you're going!" And she saves them. And she was so fucking hurt that them kids had lied to her. But she really saved the day. She saved the day.
Theodore was crying like hell. He's like, I'm so sorry, Miss Miller. She's like, I expect this kind of stuff from Alvin, but not you, Theodore. It's like, I'm
you,
sorry.
Theodore. And maybe even Simon, but not you. Blowing her nose on his shit. Like he
was, bruh. They were like, yo, oh my God. She was the one. It was like, I remember she was on the phone and she was just like, "Are you drunk, babe?" It was just like, "Oh, well, give the boys my love.
Baby.
Why don't you give them your love?" Like, well, they've been
I
available
know
for what? She
what the
just
fuck are you
had an
talking about?
attitude. She was too funny. I just, she
She
was,
was I like when
bless her
she was
heart.
listing all the foods for when she was listing all
Oh
the Theodore's
yes.
foods. So like
What was
yeah,
it? Simon
Simon
gets
gets the
the
raisin bran,
yeah,
somebody get the cereal, Theodore gets the muffins. The muffins. Hey, hey.
It was just like she was going on and on. They had went on and started talking about something else, and she was just and that peanut butter was
She's
so
still
loose.
talking.
Now
The
that I think about
banana
it,
bread. That
the
peanut
banana
butter was
bread,
loose as hell.
the peanut butter with toast. Like, I'm like, oh my god, yeah, she was the best. I love
Oh,
her. She
holy
cracked
shit.
me up.
The
Bless her
fucking
heart.
best.
Miss Miller,
Bless
and
her
that's
fucking
the thing.
heart.
Miss Miller had to come through for the Chipettes, so she was all around,
Because
like
they
for
live with
everybody.
her.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
She's a
saying. Like,
solid caregiver.
she's the one. Bless Miss Miller's heart. Come on to my house.
She's the one. All right, so that actually wraps up this episode. That was a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Where can they find you, GQ? Because you're on everything. You know a lot of shit. So tell them what you're
Yes.
doing and where they can look you up.
Oh, I thank you. Because I'm so OCD and I like to make sure everything is streamlined. You can find me at Miss Game Queen Everything. So if you type that in, I'm the only little chocolate face that would pop up. If you find anything otherwise, please let me know because identity theft is illegal. But yeah, so it's just simple as that. Miss Game Queen on everything. Twitch, Instagram, even Twitter. Bless my heart. I'm trying on that. The whole nine. So yes, thank you.
Thank you. And I'm Roxxy Haze. Same thing. You can find me on everything at Roxxy Haze, RXXY, HAZE. I will now be dropping Bedtime Bitches monthly. I was trying to do it bi-weekly, but I was just bi-monthly. Why do I keep saying bi-weekly? Bi-monthly. But I
What?
was just lying to myself. Yeah. And that was not working at all. So these are now dropping every, I think I said second Wednesday or Thursday of the month. I don't know. Just make sure to subscribe to whatever the podcast page, whatever you listen to this on. Check out all the music I'm dropping. Check out my show on Gaming While Black. It is called Mostly Positive.
Oh, it's
Just check
so
me out on
funny.
there and all of my other shit. Yo, like we's coming up. I forgot when I'm dropping this, but there's an episode where it's called what is it, Granny Simulation, and it's like a baby and a grandma fighting, and the grandma be hitting with a pan and shit, and we're probably gonna play I Am Bread, which is a piece of bread, trying to not apparently goes on this adventure. I don't know, but we play really weird, strange games. We play Mary Kate and Ashley. I play Jump Force, so check that out if you like weird shit. And also, once again, shout out to the Chipmunk Adventure, one of the greatest movies ever. If you have not seen it, I don't even know what it's streaming on. Buy the DVD. The DVD be like $5 fucking.
Yeah.
If you could buy the
You should be able
DVD,
to just
buy the
shoot. Yeah,
DVD.
I think
Check that
you
shit
probably
out.
mess around and watch it on YouTube. Like it's it was done at 87. So
Yo,
you should
yeah,
find
because they
it,
do be
figure it out.
having. I'm about to see. Yeah, it's like y'all, yeah, you know how the internet work.
Do it.
So
Do it for
find
the culture.
us, know what you think about it. Do it for the culture and let us know what your favorite song is, and we will be back to tell y'all our favorite song. Hold on, I had to look it up on Amazon real quick before we went. Right now, yo, I'm glad I got this shit when I got it. This shit is going for $42.39. But I found another one but this looks like it's in Dutch for $14.99. Did you got it? Copy, right? The VHS
Yeah, I
is
got mine.
$24. I'm so
Mine
glad I
was
got my. Why is it
$5.
so high
So
right now?
mm.
Yo, I got my shit for $5. Don't you know that we're off to see the world? I'm glad I got
And
my
nothing
shit.
else solid. Listen to the soundtracks, but so by the time we come up and do the next one, you're already on it and you already have your picks and stuff because the soundtracks alone, you can
I'm
listen to
sorry,
all
y'all. I
those
lied
right now on YouTube.
all day. And I like the thing that was $14.99 was a poster, which I want that poster. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all, I might have to wait, look it up on eBay. It's some for $16, but I don't know why that jumped. But hopefully it'll go back down soon, or you should have got your copy when I told you to the last 7 times, because we talk about this movie a lot.
For real.
Have a great day and night, and whenever the fuck I post this, bye. We gotta sing a song on the way out.
You're gonna do what?
That's the song. Well, I like you very much.
Very much.
I
You
take
look
your
so grand. Oh, I thought it was grand. What the? What?
I don't know. I like your hips. And I like your
like your
lips.
thigh.
And I like your eyes. Do you like
You
my
like my
hips?
lips.
Okay, we're done.
We-
Ain't all night. Okay, I'm in it. Oh, yeah. I will sing that shit all day.
Hard nigga, bad nigga, I'm fly nigga. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hard nigga, bad nigga, I'm fly. Please don't be alarmed, it's just me high up over here. Chilling with my niggas, blowing smoke up in the air. Do not give